Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on another SEC rival, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Gators will put total leather to crank us up. Let's see what he can do with the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? He will score! Touchdown, Ole Miss! He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Florida's offense will start this game off with the football. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Hold offense.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Back to pass. It's Ebby. Fires to the wideout. Hauls it in. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Power football with the run. Oh, he's got some space.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The give out of the gun. Look out, he's got room. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Gators are moving quickly down the field. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll leave it with him. Trying to pound their way forward, he picks up a couple to the 31. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Got a man. And he's brought down after a nice gain. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Pucks it out of the air. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Gonna swing it on 2nd down. And it's caught! Touchdown, Florida!
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a 3rd down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker.
First foul. Roughing the kick. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. So Ole Miss offense will go to work for the first time today. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country. And how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse, do they let him make a play? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups, or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide that you don't want that smoke. And I'm interested to see, Jesse, if he has the onions to go after the corner and try to make plays on it.
Well, one thing we know about him for sure is he's a believer in his own arm talent. He's the kind of guy that thinks he can fit the football into the smallest windows, but you're right. He's got to pick his battles and be careful when he decides to attack this guy because he has picked off some really good quarterbacks in the past, and you know he's just licking his chops, hoping for a chance today.
He's moving out of the pocket. And he makes the grab, but the officials immediately signal that he's out of bounds. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Takes the easy one to the back. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Defense was right there, but they couldn't stop him from making the catch, and he's got it to the 30. Here comes the offense on 1st down. He'll do it himself. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. He's got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Back open in the middle. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
And how nice is it, David, on 3rd down to have a viable option running routes out of your backfield? That's why this running back is so valuable to this offense.
Yeah, and what matchup do I want to play? I want to play matchups where I have the advantage. I got a speed matchup of a linebacker versus a running back. Nice route, looking like he's going outside, cuts it in. Nice timing and rhythm with the quarterback. Nice 3rd down conversion.
We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the 2nd. First play of the period, 1st down here. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed. He's not the biggest guy in the world, so he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
They've been great on 3rd down. Now to finish the deal on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. It's incomplete. They've been waiting to run that one and couldn't quite pull it off. It's third down. This is one of those momentum turning points. If this defense can force a field goal attempt, that is a victory for them. He might want another play. Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. He's trying to get it in. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels. An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case in there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Back to throw, it's Evie. Fires to the right. Right on the money. Turning it on. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. They'll try the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Makes the grab. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Gators really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Looking to throw for it. Makes the grab on the left. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. The Gators are moving quickly down the field. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On fourth down, looking for the completion. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Gator!
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle. And that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
He'll bring it out. It's Burks. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. This drive will open from the 15. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Heaves it deep. Pulls it in on the right. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains. You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Looking to fire. the pressure. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. This crowd on edge, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down. He's got his man. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Pocket breaking down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
He smashes his way through again. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. Wants to throw. It's Abbey. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Wants to fire on second down. Complete. And you make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, you've been calling a magnificent game there in Gainesville so far. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W. And with that, let's send it back to our men in the swamp.
And the Rebels will kick it off to start the second half. Bringing it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think that if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The Gators lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down.
And David, on 30 inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And, yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going, and I'm surprised, but now what's your counter punch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
And the Gators have their offense in high gear. Give to the running back. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David. They're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give on the inside. Sweet cut there. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. The Gators come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Grabbed behind the line. It's Hop. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver to the ground with the back. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Single back formation, and they give it to him. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They'll give it to the back. Oh, he didn't get there, and what a stop against an offense that's been magnificent on 3rd down.
Yeah, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
It's good, easy call for the refs. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Now adjusting. On the run deep down the right side. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there. That last big play, one that can really jumpstart a drive. It's 1st and 10 from the 47. Makes the grab. It's Burks. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. Right down the middle. Got him downfield. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. The Rebels moving quickly to the line. From the red zone, looking for a man. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. 1st down here for the offense. From the gun. Under fire. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Makes the catch. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Makes the catch. It's Burks. There he goes. He's not going to make it to the sticks, and what a stop against one of the best 3rd down offenses in the country. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Got it! Into the end zone. Touchdown, They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it has gone final in the ACC, a matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Notre Dame escaped with the victory, and I say escaped. Look, in college football, teams will take any win, but I think the Irish fans there today could have done without this one being so close. One team will rise in the ACC standings, while the other is going to sink like a stone. A harsh reality of college football when conference foes face off, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Here's the handoff. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. The running back has it. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. And he picks up the 1st down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move. The offense has it 1st and 10 from the 42. The give to the tailback. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Evie. Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone. And the Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. They're going to run it. Getting worked on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Runs through the tackle. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. Here's a heat. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And he'll try this one from the left hash and 33 yards away. Absolutely perfect. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes it.
He's got it down the left side. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss. They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. Breaks into the open. He's inside the 40. He's at the 20. And he slipped through the crowd and he'll have touchdown, Florida! When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Here he comes with the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and going to take a shot at this DB. And that'll be incomplete as the pass is knocked away, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's see who it's on. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Bunch formation for these receivers. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep. He's going to let it go. He's got it on the left. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible. Their offense.
Now, anytime the ball goes in the air towards him, I feel like it's his. Like, there are no 50-50 balls. He just makes plays, game after game, play after play, and you see him featured in this offense for a reason. He's one of the best in the country, not just at the wide receiver position, period. This guy's in the Heisman Trophy conversation as a receiver.
And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Got his man quickly. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Rebels have this offense rolling. They just keep firing. Fakes to grab. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll go to the air on second and short. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. It's complete. They stop him right at the 25-yard line. That's well short of the first down, certainly in field goal range, but let's see what they do here. They'll keep the offense on the field on fourth down only. Fires deep toward the end zone. And he's got it for the touchdown. That one just might do it.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Got a man. It's caught. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking to pass. It's Ebby. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. Touchdown Gators! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We've got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take...
And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18. To the air on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
And this is a big 3rd down for this offense, man. I'm really interested to see how they attack, because this defense, you can tell, man, they're going to continue to play aggressive. Late in the football game, they want to get a stop, get the ball back to their offense. A good chess match going on right now.
And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The play will stand. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Dropping back, it's Ebby. The throw to the outside is complete. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away. They've got to push the ball down the field. To the air on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Huff.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field. But you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your 2nd and 3rd read some, but we got to stay aggressive.
Lost one deep down the right side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. They convert the 4th down, but back to the line with no time to waste. Looking to throw on 1st down. Good timing on the quick out. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with the 1st down. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Back to pass on 2nd down. Under fire. Oh, no, the ball popped out. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.